Wake up. Your mom's yelling to get out of bed from downstairs. You sit up with your eyes still closed, just wishing you didn't have to open them ever again. This is normal. Crawl out of bed. Rummage through your drawers for something that at least doesn't smell and somewhat fits, and throw on some clothes. A t-shirt, some old torn and dirty jeans, and then pull on an old pair of soft boots that are stained and scuffed. This is normal. You head to the bathroom and pull a brush through your long, plain brown hair that you haven't washed in 3 days. You strategically pull it into a ponytail to hide your bald spots. You are completely oblivious to how miserable you look. This is normal. You head to the kitchen, still dazed and sleepy. You grab some sandwich bags and throw together a bare bones lunch. Maybe a PB&J sandwich and 1 piece of bread, some carrots and some tortilla chips. You choose your food carefully so to not take too much and seem greedy, or take the wrong thing and be stealing his food. No, just pack what can get you through the day. The less, the better. The better chance of you not setting him off. This is normal. You throw some bread in the toaster and spread some butter and peanut butter on it and scarf it down. You gather all your notebooks and put your lunch in your cheesy Lisa Frank lunch bag and throw it all into your backpack. You grab your big bulky winter coat that is as stained and worn as your boots. This is normal. 20 minutes later, you're sitting on the bus by the window in seat 15 next to one of your best friends as he tries to get you into anime. You talk about stupid things like books or TV or movies until you pull into the familiar parking lot at your small K-12 charter school. You walk into school together and then separate to head to your lockers. This is normal. You put your books on the top shelf and grab what you can carry for your first 3 classes. You wish you could just have a bag to carry it all in, because the balancing act you have to do is you walk to your advisory and sit down. You sit quietly and listen to the conversations of the other students. You stay quiet and wait. You're just too tired to think. At 7:57 a.m., the familiar 2 dings of the bell sound over the large speaker, and everyone heads to their respective classrooms. This is normal. 3 hours later, your stomach is aching and you try to ignore it while secretly wishing your blood sugar would crash so you could get something sugary to keep you going. Finally, the bell for the high school lunch hour sounds and you hurriedly get your lunch and get into the milk line. You never drink it, but you get it anyway. You sit down with your friends and gossip about one of your ex-friends. One of your other friends sits next to you and starts talking about all of her problems. If she is this upset, then what goes on at home is nothing, because you're not upset like she is right now. But really, you're just numb to it all. This is normal. 4 hours later, you are back at home and trying to do your homework. You just stay out of the way and hide in your room. If you hide, maybe you won't set him off. When your homework is done, you pull out your old crappy laptop and go on YouTube and watch stupid clips of kidnapping scenes for hours until you hear the dreaded words, "Dinner time." Just stay silent, take as little food as possible, and agree with everything he says. Survive. This is normal. You listen to him lecture your brothers and complain about how much food everyone is taking. Then he starts "it's my fault" ranting and ends with the threat of suicide as always. He storms off before anyone is finished and heads downstairs to watch TV. Then the "who is doing the dishes" argument starts. Thankfully, it's not your day, so you retreat back to your room for the night. This is normal. You start journaling and writing poems to try and release some tension, but soon enough, you're sitting in a trance, pulling your hair out strand by strand for 30 minutes straight. Soon enough, it's dark out and you crawl into bed with your cheap-ass tablet and sit on YouTube for a while until your stomach growls. You tiptoe to the kitchen and grab a piece of bread and butter. You hear a noise, and you squat down behind the counter and try not to breathe. Don't get caught eating. Don't get caught. It's safe now, so you run as quietly as you can back to your bed and eat your bread under the covers so no one catches you. This is normal. Voices come from downstairs and grow louder. Then the familiar words and name-calling of your dad yelling at your mom. Soon doors slam, crashing sounds and loud thuds are heard getting closer. You hide under the covers and shakily whimper as tears stream down your face and you can't breathe. Please stop, you beg under your breath, but it doesn't. After what seems like hours, it stops. It's close to midnight now, and soon enough the shock and exhaustion of crying for so long overwhelm you and you drift off to sleep. This is normal. Hours later, you once again hear yelling to get up as your alarm blares. 6 hours of sleep isn't that bad compared to most days, but you'll still be tired and dazed that day. You're in a state of perpetual shock, but all parents fight. Dad's just stressed out about work. All parents fight like this. This is normal. Normal. Right?